Wow, hello everybody. Powered by Paywise, BackChat from BackChat Studios. Powered by Hammer, of
Powered
course.
by me. Never tell yourself, Ellis. Dan is.
Dan has.
Dan has and is.
Today, all
How easy
signed
was it?
off. It was so easy.
So
you called
simple.
me. It took about 90 seconds on the phone.
Yep. Actually took 7 minutes, but we were chin wagging, so
yeah,
it
we're
probably would have taken
chin-wagging.
about
But
4.
then you sent me something on DocuSign. I click. Of course, I don't read it, but just
We shouldn't. You should definitely do. You should definitely.
Hey, Westall owns you and your family.
Definitely read that, but I can give you the Paywise guarantee that nothing
great.
happens there.
So
That's all-
Paywise guarantee.
That's all just smooth sailing. So feel free to click.
yeah, click.
Hey,
Send
boys,
back, and we're done.
great to be back with you. Sorry I missed last Friday.
It's okay.
That's all right, mate. We
Yeah,
did well. I
Really
thought.
great to be with
Yeah,
you.
no, it was good-
I had
good chat.
fun doing it from off the stadium. I actually had.
Yeah.
It was quite good.
Ryan Daniels really filled the shoes. Like he came in hot
Gun.
with a lot of info, a lot of interest from people about where players are going, and he just came and he answered all the questions.
That's elite.
Very-
Been getting really stuck into the Olympics, got to be honest. I've
Yeah.
been up late. I've
Yep,
been up
so have
late
I.
for multiple nights in a row, and
Worth
I love
every
it.
set, worth
and
every
I
bit of
love
it.
it. I don't have a run sheet on me. For those of you big fans of BackChat who have been following along the journey, which has been a up and down one for sure for the last 3 years, you would have tuned in on the live stream we did probably about 10 to 12 weeks ago. We took a live game. I can't even remember what game it was. Hammer's mates were over from over
Jack and Joel.
east.
Fuck you, Joel.
Jack and Joel, fuck you, Joel was in their house. We had Nick Westall was hanging around, and there was a spillage.
Oh yeah. This was.
There's a spillage of beer on my laptop.
Yeah,
There was an open
Yes.
glass, open can. I had a laptop in one hand. Nick decided to pull the laptop out of my hand, and an entire bottle of beer spilled on my laptop.
Yeah.
I dried it out. I
You
did-
were ropeable.
as I should have been.
It was like you were awkwardly trying to get up yourself, balancing some stuff.
That's right.
And he just thought, may as well try and.
He tried to pull me up,
Yeah.
and he pulled me up by the hand holding the beer that was on the laptop.
Yeah, it was so strange.
So
And where's Nick now?
I was, Nick's not with us anymore.
Nick got a new
so he got a new job. Bigger and better things, obviously. I was ropeable, like at the
Yeah,
point,
you were
and I was
seething.
very angry,
Seething.
like wanting to fight. You know when you get angry and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck you. It's not real anger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I
it's-
wasn't speaking.
Yeah. You
And
went
I-
had you had
Fuck
some
off.
quiet
Get
time
the
in
fuck
the
away
other
from
room.
me. Just fuck off.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from me right now. That was your energy.
What soothed that was the fact that my laptop still worked.
Yeah,
I
that
put the
was
rice on it.
perfect. Yep.
I put the mop on it. We were good to go. But
the mop.
it,
The mop out on it.
the
Okay.
thing, it's been in my mind though that because what did happen was an entire bottle of beer poured the entire
Yeah.
way over the keyboard,
Has to go
and
somewhere.
the beer it didn't just fall on the floor. Like, it went into the laptop, and I know it did.
The mop missed it. The mop didn't get it.
We didn't quite novated ourselves a new laptop.
Yeah, okay.
But I've been thinking, well, it's working fine. Last week, I feel the keyboard start to get a bit sticky,
Is that?
and it come out of nowhere.
All right.
So I reckon it may be a bit of
yeah.
mold
Yep,
or something.
Understood. The beer's fermenting a little
But
bit.
you know what?
A little
Like
bit more in there.
if
It's an
the S,
IPA now.
the S doesn't work, the A just holds down and up that. All
Sticky
good.
keys.
Today
Yeah.
did a bit of work,
Yep.
working away. Little crack sort of appears, and
What, on
then
the screen?
and then the screen just starts getting weird.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
Gone, done,
Oh.
died within 6
Wow.
hours. Died,
That's
completely
really
died.
disappointing.
You
That
needed-
does hurt.
You needed a new laptop anyway.
Right.
Well, so I mean, speaking of new laptops, you can actually salary
Novated.
sacrifice. Yeah, you can Novated a laptop.
Can
It's
we?
not called Novatedding. It's
No.
called salary sacrificing. But yeah, you can.
Oh.
We can.
Absolutely.
I can.
Absolutely, you can.
Is that right?
You can salary sacrifice a laptop up to 1 a year.
Is
one,
that right?
one per year. Yep,
Well,
you
who's getting? Like, why can't you have two?
can. Because you can only claim one.
Do I get to sign up with you to do that?
You have to sign. You'll have to sign
You.
BackChat up to Paywise.
Not Paywise, you.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I want you handling it.
All right, done.
Okay.
I
great.
mean, I don't handle that side of the business, but I'll do
So
it for
the point of me saying that is I don't have a laptop in front of me like my usual
Understood.
lunch. It's just going to be a bit loose operation,
Sure,
but I
that's
feel
fine.
like it has been a loose operation for around 6 weeks now, and it's probably getting better.
I've never done this show with a laptop. I've never done. Well, actually, I did it that one time. You were asleep here with
Right. You didn't
with
really look
sunnies
at
on,
it,
but
did
I
you?
didn't look at it. Nah, wing it.
So that's what we're doing. So I've been up late with the Olympics. I've lost a laptop, but we are here live in BackChat Studios.
How good was the archery last night?
Oh, that's where I was getting to.
Fucking
Can
hell.
you talk to me
Before
about this?
before we get
Yeah, of
archery,
course.
there's multiple comments on YouTube. People saying about laggy internet. Can I just say that it might be fixed very soon. We're trying.
Oh, it's on our end.
It could be something on our end because multiple people are saying it. We've
be
had some
something with their
issues.
internet.
Can you Novated ourselves a new internet
Fucking
connection?
internet
ours,
provider.
ours is rubbish at the moment.
Who's providing?
Didn't you
this?
speak to old Deborah
yeah,
or someone?
and she was like, "Oh, fix. Yep, I can see there's a problem. Fixed it for you." Jaiden spoke. Oh, actually, no, Jaiden spoke to her. So
Have I told you about to my place?
No, but please
So
don't.
me and Em are renting this house
Yeah.
in Scarborough. We get there, so we've moved from her place and my place, respectively, into a new house together. Lovely. I didn't have the internet at my place, didn't deal with it, so just left. She was in charge of the internet with her old share house. Has taken the modem, come to the new place, put it in. Righto, we need to hook this thing up. Calls Belong, the internet company.
Shout
Can't
out.
do
Belong?
it. No, not shout out Belong. Terrible. Not a shout out at all. Can't do it. Sorry, what? How come you can't do it? Nah, the modem doesn't work. Well, 2 days ago, I was at another house and this works, so why can't it work? Nah, doesn't work. You need a new modem.
We've upgraded the modem.
It's an Optus modem, but it worked with Belong a minute ago. Got to go and do this. Fuck. Okay, whatever. And she's patient to the point. Not really.
Sounds loyal. So she sounds loyal
She is
because
loyal.
because she's
Frustrated is the word that I would say.
She's annoyed with Belong, yet she sounds like she stayed with them.
Yeah, well, because what happened is we hooked up the NBN. We were connected to the NBN, but we couldn't get Wi-Fi, which meant to then change and go to a different provider. They had to cancel the NBN, which would have taken another week. Anyway, I finally got to a point where she had given up, and it was, righto, you just deal with this. Sweet, no worries. Called up the lady. Hi, you called Belong, blah, blah, blah. Yep, this isn't working. Fix it. Pretty much. Oh, you're going to need a new modem. No, I fucking don't. I'm sorry. I got a bit rude, so I apologise to the lady on the phone. I said, look, I'm sorry that this is going to come across pretty blunt. I've been on the phone for about probably 3-4 hours cumulative over 2 days to 6 different people. They've all told me the same thing. 2 days ago, this was working at another house just around the corner. Send someone to fix it. She goes, oh, okay. Next day, some bloke comes around. Knock on the door. Yep. Hey, mate, no worries. He comes in, has a look. Oh, geez, the connections. Let me go and check the power pole out the front. See if there's something wrong there. 2 hours later, he comes. I had to call him because I was going to footy. I was like, mate, are you coming back? He's like, yeah, sorry, mate. This was a bit of an issue. I'll be back. Comes back in just before I'm about to go to footy and said, your connection to this house, it's like a string, there's 6 houses or whatever it is. Your connection was wiring to the power pole 3 streets away. He had to climb up the top of the power pole, mess around with the wiring up there that had water damage from the storms in the past couple of weeks. And it took 2.5 hours for an NBN professional to fix it. And the chick over the phone was telling me to sort it out. What the fuck did you want me to do about it? How am I going to do that on my own?
you could climb up the
It was
pole.
unbelievable.
And if you two want great internet connection and speed, you can sign up to Belong at belong.com.au. What the fuck is Belong? I've never heard of Belong
Yeah,
in
neither
my
have
life.
I. Neither have I. They're very good now, though. We signed up, so good on them.
Okay. Well, apparently it's fixed now. Everyone's saying, "Woo, it's better. Fix.
Well,
So
well,
well done.
sorry
Well
about
done,
that.
Jaiden. I don't know if you actually did anything.
The archery.
Archery
Archery.
was fucking incredible.
Yep.
So the American, my guy, I think his name's something Woo, the South Korean. We know their
Let's go
history.
woo-woo.
Woo. We know their history of archery, the South Koreans. The South Koreans.
Woo-woo.
Right.
Woo.
Ah.
Exceptional archers. The
Why
women-
is that?
It's a great
the
question.
thing?
I actually don't know. Women have never lost.
I'd love to see ever.
The women have never physically lost. The men, awesome as well.
There was just on the women. I saw the bronze match and the women lost in bronze.
Not as a team though. When they
Yeah,
join
no,
forces like
no,
one of
it's
the Power
solo,
Rangers.
but then it went to the gold medal match and it was Korea versus Korea.
Oh, so the Koreans went bang, bang, bang. It's just crazy. So what happened was, it was the Korean versus the American. American was about to retire. He was like set on retiring and then found his way to the final.
So the
gold
bit of
medal
story.
match. Bit of a story behind the game.
Wow.
Anyway, the
How
way it
good's the
works.
commentary? Like
So
you've learned a
good.
bit about him already.
The way it works with archery is you have to get to win. If you win the set outright, it's worth 2 points.
Yep.
If you tie, it's worth 1 point.
Yeah, you share the points.
Share the points.
One each.
It's first to 6, unless it goes to 5-all, and then it's a shootout. A shoot-off, I should say.
Yes.
It was 4 apiece.
Right.
And the way that individual archery works is it's 1 shot for 1 shot.
Yeah.
My guy, Kim, comes up, bang, 10.
That's USA, Kim.
No, this is... sorry, Woo Woo. This is Woo Woo.
Right.
Woo Woo, 10.
Who's Kim?
I think that was his actual
Kim
name.
Woo.
Okay.
Kim Woo. Anyway, who cares? Woo Woo, bang, 10. The yank comes up, whose name I can't remember. Bang, 10.
Brad.
Daryl
Everyone
Johnson.
takes a breath. Heart rate, 104. Woo Woo again, 10. 10, 10. We wait, relax, yank, 10, bang.
Wow.
What BPMs are they giving us?
This is 105 and about 110 at the moment. They're elevated.
That's high.
That's very high. Woo Woo, 10 again. Goes 10, 10, 10 for the final set.
Holy shit.
It's a 10 or bust here.
This is gold medal.
Gold medal on the line. The yank fires a 10.
No.
Laces it out. So we've gone 10,
he
10, 10.
celebrating or is
10,
he
10,
still
10. No, ice cold. Ice cold. We go to 5-5 and we take it to a 1 arrow shoot off.
Yes.
One
A
arrow.
singular arrow shoot off in the men's archery
For
and
the-
the women's
for
archery.
the gold
individual.
medal.
For the gold medal. Kim Woo Woo takes a deep breath.
Goes first.
Goes first. Laces a 10. Just goes
Oh, we're talking
fucking-
like,
No,
spider.
no, it wasn't near the spider. It was a line liquor.
Was
Oh,
it?
is it
But
line
still a
liquor?
10. A line liquor, but still a 10.
Inside line or outside line?
It was inside line.
Okay.
Our boy steps up the yank. Also a line liquor for 10.
Wow.
Less than 5 millimeters the difference.
So we're talking magnifying glasses.
Nah, we're talking magnifying glasses.
Yeah, so we had the judges.
The lady?
Well, they're on different things.
Right.
Yeah, so they fire at their own. They fire at their own board. It would be pretty cool to fire at the same board. That would be really
knock
cool.
the other one off.
But yeah, it was the South Koreans won the archery by 1 shot that was about 5 millimeters, which is
Wowee.
half a centimeter. Fucking
Jeepers.
exceptional.
I missed that, but I was watching another sport. That is my new favourite. Archery's good. Don't get me
Archery's great.
Great.
And you can watch it at the BackChat story. It'll still be up. I filmed the whole
wrong.
last shot.
Have you seen the fucking
I've seen it all,
kayak canoeing
Yes. Oh,
battle
yes.
zone that's happening right
Yeah,
now?
battle zone.
so good.
Mate, four
Elbows
people
out.
on the same course at the same time.
Yeah.
Mate, they launch them off a fucking bridge.
Yeah.
And it's a battle.
You know, like BMX, how they have
it's
all
like
the things
it's-
up and
yeah.
then they all
Mate,
get dumped and it goes.
You know how
they
like
drop
Jess
down?
Fox, she does her time
Yeah.
trial and
Smashed
she's
it
the only
1-1.
one in there, wins gold.
Yeah, of course.
They now have 4 and they're getting launched off a bridge to start and they pick their own course. So there's 2 options at every gate. You can go right or left. You've got to do barrel rolls. It's
Yeah, you barrel roll. What's with the
Mate,
barrel roll?
Mate, they had
So
the 2
good.
Fox sisters against each other. Like, it was fucking incredible.
That's good.
That would've
The
been
finals
pretty-
will be tonight.
That would have been pretty hot.
The finals will be look how funny you
I'm
found
just
that.
watching.
The finals are tonight in that one, and it'll be incredible.
Well,
Um,
I'm going to go home and watch
Olympics
that.
are the
So
best.
5
They are the
millimeters.
best.
5 millimeters on the archery. But do you guys see the end result of the 100-meter final?
Yes.
That was the difference
The big
between
Jamaican.
the difference between winning and not winning a medal was like literally like a dick's hair. Like it was tiny,
Dick's hair.
and it was like it's just crazy.
It
They
was-
all
it
were
was-
so
Obviously
close.
kept
It was-
Manscaped
it
to
was-
a fine little trim.
0.005,000. Like it was 5 1,000.
It takes
of
you
a
longer
second.
to blink. Apparently, there was some. I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
Yeah,
You'd be disappointed if you come second.
yeah.
Oh, you'd
All
be
because
fine.
he ducked his head forward.
But it's not the head; it's the shoulders that get. It's where your shoulders
chest,
are.
isn't it?
Right.
It's in front of your chest. So, you know, it's if someone puts an arm out, it's shoulders and not your fingertips.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
So it's not like
incredible.
Lightning McQueen in the Piston Cup when he sticks his tongue out.
That's right. He falls out.
Yeah,
true.
no,
Unravels.
that's the yeah.
So it's
No,
not-
no,
yeah.
that was the next one.
Oh.
That was when Strip Weathers hit the deck and Lightning let Chick Hicks win and he pushed him. This was in the first one when he refused to change his tyres and was burning it down to the rubber and ended up just going on his rims and got to the end with a burst tyre and just stuck
Right.
the tongue out and it was a 3-way
It was
tie for
brilliant.
the Pistons
It's a
Cup.
brilliant show.
Fuck, it's good. I'm going to watch them again.
I reckon I cried in the 4th one. When
There's 4.
yeah, maybe the 3rd or the 4th one when he opens up the garage and it's got like the big pin-up board of like all of the guy's achievements, and then he's
Is
like,
there 4?
oh, yeah, there's heaps of them.
Iona
Cars, I know
Anderson
there's 3.
won bronze. You can
Yeah,
hear her chat.
well done.
Well done.
So we talked to her over at Path to Paris.
Did we get
which
to
is
the
on
bottom?
Wednesdays.
Did any of our listeners get to the bottom of why backstroke was a thing? It's because my query.
Oh no.
No.
One of my,
sorry.
I mean,
So-
great.
Like
It's-
why they created the stroke.
So she
Yeah,
won
okay.
bronze in the medley. We've got Curtis Marshall coming up. We have Nina Kennedy. I reckon her heat's starting right now.
Yes.
Her heat started 4 minutes ago. But
So
it's
they're
pole vault,
both
she'll have a few jumps.
pole vaulters vying for gold. So they're at chats over at BackChat. There's a lot of chats happening right now. If you want to get stuck into your Olympic content, I would go and check that out, whether it be on YouTube or as a podcast. So that's all happening right now. Talking about the Olympics, I will say, and he has no idea we're doing this, we're texting Paris Pav at the moment. Matty Pavlich over there in Paris.
PP.
We've put the invite out to join us live.
Okay.
So make sure you stay tuned here. Fremantle Games record holder. No, that's David Mundy. Fremantle legend, Matthew Pavlich.
And second games record holder.
Greatest to ever do it, I think, for the Freo Dockers.
True.
Should be joining us live from Paris.
Great.
In today's episode.
That'd be massive.
If he doesn't, it's on him and not us.
Okay,
Yep.
sure.
Should we talk about the football?
Yeah, let's talk about the football.
Yeah, let's talk.
It's a good weekend of footy.
It was
a
a
fantastic weekend
wasn't
of
it?
I
footy.
feel like there was like a lot of upsets. Like West Coast beating Gold Coast was an upset.
Upset.
Uh,
Essendon beating Freo.
Collingwood,
upset.
Carlton, Essendon,
Upset. Port,
Freo,
Sydney.
GWS, Hawthorn.
Well, GWS were the favourites going in. I think Port were the favourites going in, which was weird.
Port were favourites over
yeah,
Sydney.
Port were $1.80.
Were they 112-point favourites?
No, I don't think. I don't
Mate,
think
they were bless you.
Thank you very much.
I don't think you sneezed your whole life out there.
Yeah, it was good. No, I don't need to do it again. Ever.
No, I'll tell you what.
70 points to 0.
Do you know what the
It was,
average
it was
amount
71
of sneezes?
to 0.
Well,
Do you know what the average amount of sneezes per person a day is?
No.
What would you say it is? How many sneezes
I reckon
have you
about
done
10,
today?
15.
I had a sneezing fit just before. I had
Okay.
about 15 of them.
7.
7 per day.
I'm over.
7 per
I'm over
day is
that.
apparently.
That's
I think,
apparently the average amount. I haven't sneezed once today.
really.
Yeah.
I think I annoy people here in the office how much I sneeze.
he just
all
says
the
a lot.
time.
It's annoying.
It is.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned, yeah, it's really annoying.
Football.
Anyway, football. What a game.
Let's talk about West Coast.
Best
West
game
Coast,
Okay,
Gold Coast.
because so Friday night game, first time that West Coast had a Friday night game in seems like forever.
Because the NRL was here.
Yeah.
They just didn't want people to go to the game.
And warranted too, because West Coast haven't been very good for a while. But this turned it on after half time.
Oh, so good.
It's a real good game to watch.
I watched it
First half
at
was shit,
a
yeah.
local TAV, and first thing that happened was they had the Western Bulldogs game on the screens because that started first.
Fair.
And I was a bit concerned because it was 6:29, they hadn't done anything. So I made my way up to the bar and I said to the lady, I was about to say to this lady, "Excuse me, can you fix it?" And this other guy just chimes in, "Hey Lily, chuck the game on." Obviously a local. So she's like, "Yep, no worries, Dave." Chucks it on.
No, my name's Dan. He's like,
I said to the guy, "Well done." I was actually up here today. He's like, "Yeah, great." And
I'm
then
glad we got that part of
Did
the
you guys
No,
then,
no,
yeah,
I'm
so you guys
very
then become
glad.
best
So
friends?
I thought we were mates. I thought, and like occasionally I look over during the game at the early days, and I was like giving him a wink and stuff. Not a wink, that would have been weird.
Kissed him.
Anyways, at about third quarter time, into the fourth, things started to get heated up. I was getting very rowdy because
No doubt.
the beers had kicked
You
in,
are
and also
insufferable
yes.
when you've had beers and West Coast are playing.
So I
they're
was
playing well.
I was yelling like I was at the game. Ball like. In the
At
sports
the
bar
pub?
at sports bar at the tab, yeah. This
It's
was
genuinely
TABs.
nothing worse than the
Yep.
bloke yelling
Yelling
at the
at
TV.
the
Yeah, and there
Yeah.
was probably one other guy like that would occasionally say something, but I was leading the charge.
Of course
I
you
got
were.
told to rein it in a bit from that guy.
Oh,
that,
so
that
your
I,
mate.
that I
It's
thought
not
we
your
were
mate.
mates with.
So he was a patron or someone
Patron. Yeah, just a patron who seemed to just know the joint and told me to rein it in, which I was like, mate, I'm just like enjoying the game. It's fine. Just a bit loud.
Oh my god.
And then at the end, Liam Duggan was talking to
Kath Loughnane.
and I wanted to hear what he said. And so I got close to the screen and I was like standing up watching, and I got told, hey mate, sit down.
Oh my.
I just thought, I wanted to enjoy it. It was Friday night footy. We were at a pub, like, relax, mate. But I had the best time.
Relax,
I had a great
mate.
time.
You've just triggered me. Shout out to the Auskick thing on the weekend I did.
The gala. Yes.
Shout out to the Auskick Gala. East Perth lads down there running it.
Yep.
Very good operation. I was told by an opposition coach to relax, mate. Just relax, mate.
What? What were you doing?
I was up umpiring inverted commas.
Yeah.
The year ones just having the best time ever. Like
Run around and have a kick, lads.
if you
get the
want to
ball-
see joy in football, go watch a bunch of year ones play. They're just having so much fucking fun. They're doing the worst kicks ever. They're handball. They're so bad, but they're great at the same time. So I'm umpiring inverted commas.
Yeah.
I'm sort of
Send, fuck off, mate. 50
I'll blow a
metres.
whistle.
You're coming with me.
I'll blow a whistle for a mark that's not a mark. Just
Yeah,
let him have
touch
have a
hands.
shot. Just
Right.
give a kick. Have a go. Anyway, our team kicks a goal and
50.
our team kicks a goal and he's like, mate, just letting you know that in this district we don't have anyone standing the mark. And I was like, oh shit, sorry, mate. Like, fucking.
Whatever.
No, I was like, oh, sorry, mate. I'm just trying to get the kids out. I'm trying to push them back, but they're in year one and they just all stand in front in a
Yes.
massive group of people standing around.
Yeah.
Corralling each other.
And then he kind of backhand commented me again and was like, yeah, mate, it's in the rules. So if you could blow the whistle. And I'm like, oh, okay, mate, all under control. Cheers. The rest of the half goes right before half time. One of our kids does a sick smother, like proper runs over and smother. I'm like, great smother. And he's like, mate, I told you. Like, you're not allowed to smother. Half time goes. I'm like, yeah, okay, mate. Okay, I might have chucked a buddy in. I might have chucked a buddy in. I might have chucked a buddy in. I was like, all right, buddy. No worries. Okay.
How old's Buddy?
Buddy's old enough. Buddy's a dad. Buddy's older than me.
Okay.
Young dad.
Yep.
Half time goes. I go to about to throw the ball up. He's gone to the sideline, grabbed another ball, a random ball, and he's come back with a whistle. He goes, mate, I've got umpiring sorted for this half, mate.
Yuck.
All under control.
What a muppet. Obviously not from your team, right?
No, he's the other side. So it's a gala day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, mate, all good. Like, absolutely all good. These are year ones. Go for it. Anyway, so I'm like, go for it, mate. Go.
Legend alert.
Yeah, I didn't make a fuss. I was like, no.
I would have abused the shit out of
Legend umpire incoming, everyone.
Anyway,
stand up.
These year ones, like, they need a bit of, like, they need a whistle because, like, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
so they're year ones. Yeah. So he's running around and he's, like, yelling at the kids. No whistle. Mark gets taken, no whistle. And so kids are just, like, tackling.
It's a rabble.
Rabble more. I'm like, mate, you're going to blow. So I fight up. I'm like, mate, any danger of blowing your whistle? And he's like, mate, can you fucking relax? Fucking relax. You fucking relax, mate.
What?
Same as your bloke down the pub. And I was like, what is happening right now? So all my coaches had heard it and they're like taking the piss out of me. Like, Scully, go and read the rule book, mate. Go have a fucking look at the rules, you dickhead.
So fuck that guy.
So shout out.
Yeah, as an umpire, are you encouraging the hand pass?
I just encourage the kids to have fun, mate.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care about the rules that much. I try to spread them out.
Yeah.
Hand pass, use your teammates.
Yes.
The good kids that run with it.
Oh,
I'm like, pass it off.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
Like, have the best time.
Yeah.
It's not that important about rules in year one.
No.
It's really not.
No.
But I am taking a chill pill and I am relaxing. So great advice over there from the Ellis Dockers. Shout out.
Max Hansen on YouTube
Maxie.
said 6 of the games had an average margin of 5.6. The other 3 games had an average of margin of 83.
Yeah, there was a couple
some
of
tight games, couple of blowouts.
So we had West Coast, Gold Coast. We didn't really speak about it. I've taken us on a tangent.
Yeah, it
so
was a
that's
tangent,
fine.
actually.
You took us a tangent. Talk about the game. You were there.
Yeah, it was fucking cold, firstly. Like,
Saw you on
freezing.
TV.
I was sitting on the
Saw
boundary.
you on telly.
Yeah, I was there on the telly. Just whatever. It was fucking cold. It was cold, freezing. Anyway, game was shit. First half, rubbish.
Yeah,
First half was
skills were bad.
Skills were bad. It was basically watching the year ones. We were watching the year ones for the first half.
Yep.
Second half, wow, what a game. It just went from here to here real quick. Boys just started. The pressure lifted. You can tell when a team thinks they can win and they just all turn into just hungry animals.
Yes.
It's like that was West Coast last quarter.
Yeah, it was.
They got a sniff that they could win the game
Gold Coast went into shutdown mode.
with 25 minutes left.
Outrageous behaviour.
Only a goal and 10 points up. They thought, we'll hold on this. And West Coast...
They were 2 points up. They were starting to shut it down with
West
10 minutes
Coast
left.
got the sniff. It was like that scene in Finding Nemo when Bruce smells blood and he just goes, fish are food now, not friends, and I'm going to go and eat the shit out of them. And they just went nuts. Like, one bloke was tackling another bloke, he'd come over and he'd fall over, and another bloke was diving. Everyone was just
Duggan was off his head.
Everyone was going nuts. Everyone wanted to win. And you can tell they're saying that they wanted it more. They just wanted it more. They just very clearly
they wanted it more than
more.
Everyone other than Rowley.
Yeah, gee, that guy's a psycho. He's a fucking psychopath.
Matty Rowell was chomping on grass. He was taking. It was contested ball magnet.
I'm convinced if you had a reasonable size brick wall that's not like super thick, but if you sort of maybe cemented half a brick wall,
a bit of drywall,
maybe
half
some
drywall,
half drywall, half limestone, maybe he'd run through it. No question.
Run through brick wall.
If there was a Sharon on the other side,
he
would definitely do that.
Shout out Harry Edwards winning his first game in 27 or 28
and he's done it by getting subbed off in the first quarter.
Yep, still counts. Get that.
Does
He got
still count.
to sing the song. He hasn't
off the
been
back.
involved in the song
feel
singing for a
bad for
long
the
time.
guy.
That was a disaster, by the way. That
contest
has to be that's the pillar of. We need probably some external doctors, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was really bad.
Ben King playing on after that was strange.
I thought he'd died.
So West Coast get their win. Jared Schofield gets his first win. He was drenched in game. I was down there afterwards. He was absolutely drenched and loving it.
He was dripping.
He was about it, I reckon.
Should we say his name?
Talk
the
about
boy?
him?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The boy.
Fucking gun.
Do we have He's the boy. Wow. What's it?
well-
No, just fade it down a little bit. You just
Yeah,
fade
it's
it down a
fine.
little
Yeah.
bit. And you can crank it up in a second. I'll tell you what, the boy is not a midfielder.
He's a
He's a
fucking
backman.
defender.
Yeah,
as
very
we
good
always
one.
have
a
known.
very good one.
Right?
He's always been. At East Perth, he was a fucking star defender. He was good in the middle.
Chase you down.
He can run on the wing.
Yeah, chase you down.
He can.
Nothing can take him
No one
down.
can take him down.
He's the boy, G&B.
Yeah.
No, nothing can take him down. He's the
Boy.
boy, G&B. Yeah. No, nothing can take. You can take him down.
He's got juice in the tank.
Yeah,
Off a halfback flank.
Off a
and that's
half-back
where he
flank.
belongs.
Right.
Right.
So, did we identify this 2 years ago at BackChat?
Yes,
Try
we
to
did.
tell you
Yes.
all.
We did.
Right.
And also, just while we're just giving shout outs, Troy, who plays electric
shout
guitar
out
to him.
on the roof. We've
Yeah.
never told anyone this, but I
I think
recently
we have.
spoke.
I think sometimes we slip up and say.
Yeah.
He's the guy. He's the guy that sung that.
I think
song.
we definitely have said that.
Yeah, I think
before.
We weren't meant to, but he said recently I could tell people now.
Okay.
I think we
sweet.
slip up and tell people.
That's
all the
Troy,
time.
guys.
Troy, well done.
The boys are backmen and I bloody love it.
Yes.
good
I
was he?
like Ryan Marrick on the wing.
So do
It's a
I.
very
actually.
good
I
kick.
like
Ryan
Jack
Merrick.
Williams as a player.
Love Jack
There's a
Williams.
bit of potential at West Coast.
There is
Ryan
some
Marrick on the
potential.
wing, and I mean, it is like, I mean, he's certainly not Matt Richardson, who is a very, 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 very good
No, he's not
player.
Matt Richardson. Not yet.
But like, that's the mold that they're looking for.
Yeah, we
A
like that.
tall, running wing he's beautiful kick of the ball, Ryan Marrick.
Yeah, I like him.
A
a lot.
really, really good kicker to share.
No one wants to coach West Coast at this stage.
Give it to
though.
Jared Schofield.
Nah, people do.
Has Jared said he wants to coach next
Yeah,
year?
I think he said he wants to.
Does he?
I
Yeah.
reckon let him run with it.
I think he just said all I'm focusing on is getting a win, for the
Right.
next few weeks. But he'd want it, of course.
Right.
Just on players. So Jack Darling, right,
Best game of the year.
played
pretty good.
very good.
He was
So
very
now what does he play next year?
Give him a 5-year deal.
Because how do you have Jack Williams, Oscar Allen, Jake Waterman, Jack Darling? Like, what do you do with Jack Darling? Who misses out there?
Well, no one. I don't think they played them all on the
Do you
weekend.
play all four?
Didn't they just do that?
They did.
And they won.
Yeah, that's true. So you'd play four tall
Well, did
because
you
Jack
like,
would go
did
into.
you like how they played on the weekend?
I
Did,
liked-
did you think they were too tall?
I don't know. I
Well,
just,
you do know.
does that-
Did you or did you not?
Well, I liked that they got a win. Yeah, of course.
No.
But
Stop
I'm just
complaining.
saying, is that like a formula moving forward that you can have success with the four talls?
If Jack plays like that, yes.
Yeah.
I just don't know. how
Both
many-
Jacks.
how
Jack
many-
Williams was very good too.
He was. Does he get Rising Star? Can we keep an eye on that, please? Because that could
He should.
actually happen.
Yeah, he might.
And also, can you keep an eye if Matt Pavlich just happens to pop into that Zoom by any chance? Anyone able to monitor that, or should I monitor that? Okay, thank you very much. The other games that happened, Geelong should have lost to Adelaide.
Didn't know.
Your Kangaroos. I thought you were wearing a bloody Kangaroos jumper.
I was
going
going to wear a big bonus jersey. I don't have one on me.
I've been rolling it out a little bit over the weekend because I like to plagiarise what people say.
Of course.
But I have credited this one to you. Did you say from next year
Yes.
North will win the most premierships in the next decade?
Yeah, so from 2025
Wow.
to 2035, they'll win the most premierships in that decade.
The more I say it, the more I like it.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's like...
They beat Richmond. Like
yeah,
Nick knows.
of course they beat Richmond, but Harry Sheasel's the best player in the comp, almost.
Have you ever kicked a goal after the siren?
Yes.
You have?
Yep.
At what level?
State under 16s
In a state game?
in a state
What
game.
was
Like,
what
get
was the
through.
scene?
Talk us through it.
This was actually... Now, I'd actually like you to tell me if this counts or not.
This is on the back of Mitch McGovern missing after the siren.
Yeah. So it was the second game of the state series. You play 3 games. We're playing South Australia.
Yep.
I'd kicked 3.
Crow Eaters.
Yeah, the Crow Eaters. I was a Crow Eater, born in Adelaide. Hated their
Fucking
guts.
hell.
Anyway, I kicked 3 in the game. Played pretty.
Defector.
I'd played pretty well up until this point. At Metricon Stadium,
Yep.
I was. If you're going to the right of screen, I was in the back right, so forward right pocket, so the far right pocket. I've taken a mark, and the times we're 6 points down.
Okay.
Time has ticked. So where Dom Sheed kicked his goal from, I was on the opposite pocket.
Right, same end.
Same end, opposite pocket.
So right foot pocket.
Right full pocket. Anyway, I've taken this mark. Time ticks 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Did you know that?
I did know that. Now, this is where I went technically after the siren because the siren doesn't blow if it's a draw because it goes to golden goal or golden point.
Is that in?
What?
That's in state footy.
Wow.
So it was
So no siren went?
No siren. So I
Did
kicked
you-
it after the 0.
So did they blow the whistle?
Yeah, they blew the whistle because I
And
took
what
the
they
mark.
said that's the end
No,
of the
they
game.
blew the whistle because I took the mark.
Correct. And then what happens?
And
Nothing.
then I went back and kicked the goal and took it to extra time and brought us back to the middle. And then the story gets a lot worse from there because it's golden point.
Wow.
So the next point wins.
See, why don't we do this at AFL level?
There's no break at the end.
No break. Straight back to the middle. So there was no
That's why
siren.
there's no siren.
So I technically didn't kick one after the siren.
How did you know that it was after the siren?
Because I looked at the goals. I looked at the time because everyone was yelling at me, "Don't play on," because it was one of those ones where you can snap around the corner. Anyway, Dan Venables has got a video of it, and I should ask him to try and find it because he's the only one up in the stands at an empty Metricon, and you watch me kick it, and you hear me, "Let's fucking go!"
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll try and find it. But I've kicked that goal, gone back to the middle. It's golden point. All we need to do is score a point and we win the game.
Yes.
I've kicked 4, could have kicked 5. Ball comes in, long down the line. We win the centre clearance. There's a big packet about 40 metres out. I've crumbed. It's spilled over the back. I've crumbed it. I'm thinking I could handball this through for a point and win. One step, gone to snap it. A bloke has just grabbed my jumper and pushed me. I've completely missed my foot.
Hold the ball.
No. Didn't have enough time. Just completely missed my foot. They went up the other end, scored a point with us.
Oh, that's
So I could have.
Fairy tale.
I've
Hand
kept
pass
us
for
in
the
there.
win.
Could have won us the game. Lost us the game in the end. I'm going to ask Venice if he has that video.
That's
I'm gonna
great.
text him right now.
Also, just on the so apparently Jackson Archer got Rising Star.
Jackson Archer was
Deservedly.
really, really good.
Deservedly good player, like him.
And I've come in probably with bad facts. Jack Williams, I don't think can win Rising
Okay,
Star.
there you go.
Played one game in 3 seasons ago. So someone's just said on Twitter he's ineligible.
Jack Williams,
So
I
he's,
don't think played one game 3 seasons ago, but
yeah, so in 2022 he played one game. 2023,
he debuted in 2022. Is that right?
yes, yeah. I literally thought he was only in his second year.
Wow, I didn't realise he. Yeah, so you can play, but it has to be the season before.
Yeah, that's right.
It's 10
So
or-
that
10 or
one
under.
game would have. But I mean, Archer was probably better anyway.
And then our mighty Freo Dockers.
Yeah. So what's happening with Fremantle? So this was to clinch them top 4, right?
That is
Well,
right.
well, basically clinch it for them.
It wasn't clinch, but it put
It
them
would have
right
gone
in the
pretty
running.
close to clinching.
Yeah, and then could have they gone top 2 if they'd won?
Yeah,
out?
absolutely. They could.
Yeah. So now
Their whole bloody is in jeopardy.
is it
Now
though?
that-
Is
yeah,
it?
Yeah, bloody is, mate.
They've
They got the
got
hardest
the hardest run home.
run. They've
4th, 3rd, and 5th, I think they've got.
they've got Geelong, GWS, and Port. They've got the hardest run home. Other than GWS. GWS have Brisbane, Freo, and Bulldogs. But Freo, mate, what says they don't lose the next 3 games? Geelong, GWS, Port, all finals teams. Is anyone listening or talking to me?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the ladder. So
I'm talking to Venice.
I'll ask you questions. Fucking Dan's watching his laptop. And
no, I'm
fucking
trying to look at the
someone's
ladder
texting,
to see
talking
what
to
happens
myself.
if they stay on. If they don't win, like if they don't win another game, right? They stay on.
If
50
they don't win,
points.
they'll
They don't make finals. They're-
Surely not. That can't happen.
But they're
Certainly
2 point.
can.
They're one game out of ninth. Are you looking at it?
Yeah,
they're
looking
one
at it.
game
You want
out
to
of
challenge
ninth.
me? No. They could
They
lose.
have to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Two more.
Everyone who wants to play finals needs to win at least 2 games of the last 3. Hawthorn Carlton this weekend
That is going to be
is
a
a ball
fucking
terror.
ball terror.
Whoever wins plays finals. Whoever loses
whoever
misses
loses
finals.
doesn't. Yeah.
Imagine if Carlton miss finals.
That's a,
Gee,
That's a bloody boil over, fellas.
Essendon.
I hate Essendon.
So now pick. There's not many teams. Just looking here, there's only 3 Victorian teams in the top 8, which is sort of nice to look at from a person who's not Victorian.
Right.
So I enjoy that.
Why do you enjoy that?
Well, because it's bloody VFL.
Geelong
Yeah.
don't count as Victorian.
Do they not?
Nah, they're not a Melbourne team.
All right. So then, what happens now? Like, is Footscray? Are we rolling them into?
Yeah,
Bulldogs
they're
are the
the
best
best,
side
they're
in
the
the
best
comp.
team in the comp right now.
Brisbane are equally best side in the comp. Port Adelaide are suddenly the best side in the comp.
Port
This is the
Adelaide's
most cooked
It's
year.
the best year ever, man.
It's actually good because Sydney's no good anymore. Mate, there is a chance Sydney miss top 4.
Yeah.
They're
That's
one game out of 5th.
crazy.
They're one game out of 5th right now.
Can you imagine that?
Horse Longmire will be going off his head. Look, I chatted on the Shelter Footy cast this morning, and I can't play the clip for you, but I showed you just before Hammer. I reckon they should have been at the pub all day today.
I agree.
Getting on the beers.
Wholeheartedly agree.
No review.
Right.
No review and just say, boys, let's
Full-
get. Who have they
full
got this
team
week? Who are they playing this week?
They play.
Collingwood
Collingwood
Friday night.
Yeah, massive.
At the
Friday night,
SCG.
probably why you're not going to get on the cans on a Monday.
That would hurt.
I think win, lose, or draw this Friday night, they have a lock-in.
What about yesterday? Could they have done it Sunday?
They could have done it Sunday. They should have done it Sunday. I think for people who listen to what you said and think you're an idiot and you shouldn't, then they shouldn't do that.
Correct.
The benefit of everybody getting on the cans and getting drunk and just enjoying each other's company is that you just let the shackles off.
You'll talk about footy. You actually
talk
will
about footy. You are completely You don't do it with the coaches. So if you've got if blokes are sitting there thinking, geez, horse has been fucking stiff on me, he's been you can just let that out. Yep. You can, I seriously fucking hate that bloke. He's been doing this, that, and that. No one's there. No one's judging. Yes. And everything that gets said gets washed out and doesn't come with you the next day.
And the rules are you rock up to training and you train well the next day.
And
right.
more often than not,
if
you go out and have a couple of beers, you know that you need to train well, you train the house down.
Yep.
You train the fucking house down.
Yeah.
Dino on the weekend saw my dad on Sunday. He said,
how was he?
Yeah, good. Always good. He comes to me with a bit of a smirk on his face. I know he's got something ready for me. He's already smiling. He's like, Dean Cox probably regretting not wanting the job now.
Yeah.
Come on, Dino.
We sorted him out, didn't we? Got him. Fucking shit now, Sydney. Sucked in, Coxie.
We don't want him anyway.
GWS and Jack Buckley beat Hawthorn. And when I say GWS, I mean Jack Buckley beat Hawthorn.
Jack Buckley beat Hawthorn. Jeez, he was pretty good.
40 seconds left. Ball in their forward line.
Game on the line.
Guaranteed goal for Hawthorn.
Enormous tackle.
Bang.
Did you watch that game live? Did you watch the game?
But I was alerted to Jack Buckley being an absolute animal.
It was heroism at its finest.
At its finest.
Saved the game.
Can we launch into our BackChat Backman thanks to TABtouch on the back of that?
Yeah, of course.
Let's hear from our friends at TABtouch.
You've got the touch. You got the power.
That's bloody right. TABtouch, our good friends over there, back to Backman. Now let's just go. We need a replay and we need to talk.
He's done it again.
We need to talk through what just happened, boys.
It's a really, really bad throw.
Damo's launched me the sock, the wind sock, and he has left it 3 metres short on a 5 metre throw.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Wasn't his greatest effort.
So we've backed the Backman this week with TABtouch. We backed
Geelong.
Yes.
To hold Adelaide to have no one score more than 3 goals.
I thought this was going to be a
3 goals or
bloodbath.
more.
I thought this was going to be a bloodbath in Geelong's favour.
I said before, you've got to hold 2 blokes. I said if you can keep Riley Filthorpe and Darcy Fogarty under wraps, you'll be okay.
Yeah, and we'll win the bet.
And
they couldn't do that.
We couldn't, no.
Because they both kicked 3.
Did they both kick 3? Was it Fogarty that kicked the other 3?
Yeah,
no, Filthorpe kicked 3.
Filthorpe definitely did. And Fogarty probably did as well. So the bet losers, our second-ranked JBS score backline was the Bulldogs.
Devastating.
Against Melbourne.
They got it done.
And they smacked them on Friday night footy. So we probably should have launched
They got them done quite convincingly.
But that's okay. Hey, what about the Jack Buckley Medal, BackChat Backman of the Year, Hammer? How's it tracking? How's it tracking? Because I've actually had a lot of people start to hit me up is what's going on with the count.
It was Rochelle that kicked the other 3.
So shut up, Rochelle. So what is happening with the count? It is happening Monday night, Brownlow night at the Leadable Hotel. Tickets are actually online right now. BackChatStudios.com.au.
Did we commit to that?
I think so.
I don't think we did. Did we?
Either way,
because I don't think we figured out how much they're going to cost.
Okay, well,
$1,000.
Okay, let me just say this.
Or just bookmark the day on the calendar because it's going to be a bloody. It's going to be a bloody night.
But not only
let Hammer say this.
Not only is it the best, definitely book your tickets and get on there. It was and still remains the greatest live show I think we've ever done.
Oh yeah,
it was
in the history of live shows.
In the history of live shows, it was fucking incredible. Everyone looked good, suit up, put your frocks on, get your ball gowns ready, and we are hitting the Leadable Hotel.
So what I was getting very excited for, we're going to be doing a live vote count.
Yeah.
So we're going to be reading the votes out. No one knows who won. The last time we did it, it was a cracking night.
Yeah.
And everyone knew who fucking won.
Everyone knew who fucking won it.
Like we knew Jack Buckley had won it.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is in between ad breaks at the Brownlow Medal night,
we're going to be doing our own count.
We're going to do the count.
Perfect.
So I will, and look, we know who was leading up until about round 17. Round 17.
It's like the best and fairest and stuff. They kind of like whip through the first 15 to 17 rounds anyway. The important shit happens when the game's on the line, right? So the final's getting played.
We're going to go back through that, and we're going to. I'm going to obviously do the 3-2-1 across the round.
Yep.
And then it'll get. No one will know.
Absolutely.
Then it'll get really interesting.
So this year we definitely want suits and frocks because that it was a lot of fun last time doing that. We got some really nice suits. We had those velvet little numbers. It was incredible.
Suit Vault.
Suit Vault. Thanks to Suit Vault.
One thing, Bet came along, my wife, and she
did come.
She came and she got dressed up.
Nice
I felt
dress. Bad because she looked so nice. I was
she looked so nice. And I feel like she did say to me like a bit let down by everyone else.
Yeah. That's what I felt.
There was some groups. Like there was some.
There was a couple of boys that looked really sharp.
I think we need more this time.
No, it's a dress, like you don't get let
There's
in
a dress code now.
Yeah, there's a dress code now.
Good.
We've got champagne on arrival. I think we've put an order in for some red carpet.
Great.
We've got our photo wall. It's a proper awards night.
Yeah.
And it's a better awards night than the Brownlow.
Now,
Perfect.
this has been, it's not been plaguing me, but it's been a question that I've been asking myself. Yes. I've tinkered with the algorithm a lot this year.
Yep.
And I've got it to a point now where I know it is just, it's locked in.
You want to go back?
Do I go back?
I'm fine with it because it means we won't know. It means people won't
Do
know.
I go back?
Question to our listeners.
Yeah,
and
that's
audience.
what I think.
We're just going to have to put it to
What
the
I'm
audience.
thinking
And
is
a poll on Instagram.
a poll on Instagram. Like we'll put this up. When does this go live? Tomorrow?
Right now, and then
As in
tonight.
Wednesday. So it goes on. Yep. I
Monday.
reckon first thing tomorrow morning.
Right.
Put one up.
Yep.
You've got a day.
Yep.
To vote for it, and if it's yes, I go back and do it all.
Right.
I will go back to round one, and no one but me will know the votes.
Because you feel like the algorithm you have right now
is superior to what I've had.
Yes.
Okay.
What I'll then do is I reckon we can incorporate, thanks to TABtouch, not real life markets because I know who wins and I don't want that. But I reckon we can do some gimmick markets on the night,
Yeah.
like
beers. So
and like people can go live round by round and all the rest of it if they want to have a look. They can do some sort of novelty things. I reckon
we might run our own market, and I'm sure this is highly illegal.
Yeah, but we're not going to do it for actual money. But it'll be like for beers and for jokes,
correct. For
and
gifts,
for
for a
gifts.
laugh,
Yep,
Yes.
correct.
for humour.
Yeah, for fun.
I like that a lot.
With the winners from rounds 1 to 17 or whatever it is. What about knowing that result plus the new algorithm? If there's a different winner, right? How are you going to feel about, let's say Harris Andrews wins based on
Harris
the
Andrews
old,
was winning up until round 17.
So let's say with this new system, then he wins, but actually like Tom Barris would have won if we did it the original way. Are you going to feel uneasy about the fact that someone was winning? That
couldn't.
It may not be a true representation of
the only way. So Harris Andrews was winning. No one is going to, like, he's the only one that's going to be hard done by here because after we went radio silent, no one knows the votes but me, and it's the new algorithm.
Okay.
So we'll put a pot up, but if people just want the votes to stand as they are, sweet.
Stick to your word, stick to your honour and integrity.
Correct. Or go back and do it all again.
The real integrity is the real algorithm.
Yeah,
that's a good point. What's your vote?
I want to go back and do it from the beginning. I know that's a lot of work for you. I'm sorry,
it's easy.
But I think
my vote is
stick with it.
Stay with it. We've laid our bet. We've made our bet.
Let's lay in it. My bet would be I would like to go back and do it all.
Okay, so it is to the people. BackChat _. You get a vote. Where does this one go for our final thing? Ruben Jimmy is the best backman ever. That's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks to TABtouch.
Could feature heavily next year in the Jack Buckley Medal.
Very good. I think it's time for Hammer Ranks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And now on the BackChat podcast, Hammer Ranks.
Yep.
Here we go. The floor is yours, Hammer.
The floor is mine. So, Dan, you text me. When did you text me?
Sometime today.
Some point today.
Well, a lot of texts, like best friends.
So, we actually were chatting quite a bit. There's potentially something in.
Oh,
the
actually,
show
yes.
later on.
Sorry. There's a you send it. We read it. Why don't I read that? That just lends
there's a
us
you send it. We hardly read it. And
Okay,
we'll go
this
into
is from Wilma, and I think it's from Wilma Fingerdo. That guy. Yep. G'day, legends. Maybe one for Hammer to rank, but I just want to know what the best spectator grounds in Australia are for any sport. My favourite would have to be the Wacker, where you can stand and lay on the grass and get up to the gills in shelters, similar to Adelaide Oval too. Also, is Westall from Hawthorn the second coming of the lizard?
I'll do that properly. Lizard.
I think he is, firstly.
I think he might be.
I think he's the second coming of the
lizard.
And secondly,
so let's rank.
That's a great one. So what we're going to do is, I didn't read, when you sent me the text, I didn't know that it was Australia. So
that's fine.
You've gone there's an international in there.
Fuck, okay.
I've thrown an international in there.
No, that's fine. You do
best
whatever you
places
want.
to
Hammer
watch
ranks.
sport. Hammer's best 5 places that I've ever watched sport at.
Right, so it's
I've had to have been there and watched sport.
Right,
so I'm not going to say Madison Square
Camp
Garden.
Nou.
Never been there. Never been there. Never been to bloody the Wembley Stadium. Never been to Madison Square Garden. Old Trafford. Never been there. Top 5 Hammer ranks.
Been anywhere?
I've been lots of places, mate, and you're about to hear them. Number 5, much like Wilma, I think I've sent Jaiden all the photos. Have we got them in there? Bang. The Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
Specifically for cricket.
Oh, right.
Specifically to watch cricket.
Have you watched footy there?
Yeah, I have.
On
but
the hill?
it's pretty fucking good.
Blind?
Yeah, it's
Cricket
good.
is
Changing flights?
Yeah, no, I haven't changed flights. The cricket at Adelaide Oval, when it's the day-night test and you can have a couple of beers laying on the hill, that is for T20, for test cricket, for all forms of cricket and football as well. That is a fucking winner for
I
me.
would have that higher, and I'm looking forward to your last four because I agree.
That is a fucking sensational
Yeah.
place to watch football.
And then it's
to
right
watch
near the
cricket.
city, and you can go and
Right
have
near the
beers
cricket. It's right
afterwards.
near everything. You can walk across the bridge. There's everything to it. It's really, really good. Now, number 4 is a bit closer to home. Bassendean Recreation Reserve,
Jeez.
Steel Blue Oval, out at Bassendean.
Look at that.
Now, for those of you
Is
not
this the
listening
Canberra?
in, yeah, this is the Canberra. For those of you not in WA,
We should have rung Davo.
this is Swan District's home ground out at Bassendean. The grandstand is heritage listed, so they can't do anything with it. It's rickety, it's
Quite
old,
old.
it's falling down,
Right.
it's fucking heritage. They've got the Canberra on the opposite side on the grass bank. It's in the shape of a big swan, and it just heaves. The supporters out here are as aggressive as they come. A few years ago, and this won't mean much to the other people in the other states because they wouldn't have ever heard it, but they got fined. Swan Districts got fined for their supporters abusing the umpires. And when I'm talking abusing, I mean like,
Not like you, white maggot.
no, this is like, we're going to kill you. We're going to follow you to your car and you are going to die sort of abuse. Anyway, it was aggressive. What the Swan District supporters have then done, they have coined a new chant. And that when the umpires make a bad decision, because they got fined for chanting abuse, they literally chant abuse. So all of them in unison at the Canberra will be getting pissed. Abuse, abuse, abuse.
Wow.
It's fucking awesome. So as a spectator at this ground, sitting on the other side, just getting hammered, the atmosphere there is fucking
I
wild.
lived with Ryan Davis for quite a few years, and Mad Mondays would always end at the Canberra on the hill for their players. One year they burnt it down.
It's
They
just
burnt
wild.
it down. On the
It is a
farm.
wild place to watch football. Number 3.
Tim on YouTube says great call on Basso.
Yeah.
Obviously another
Thanks,
a
Tim.
fan of Basso.
Number 3.
It's coming at 4.
MSAC. Number 3, MSAC. The Melbourne Swimming and Aquatics Centre.
Sorry.
Come
Yeah.
on,
I need
man.
some.
This. So, APS Swimming.
Wow.
Did you ever go to APS Swimming?
No, but you bring memories. I had APS Athletics.
APS Athletics goes bananas. APS Swimming, right in there at MSAC, is one of the great nights in the sporting calendar for a year 12 kid in Victoria going to school at the APS. That little stadium
awesome.
there is packed with like 2,000 or 3,000 kids. There's people walking around. There's swimmers there. You don't even know. You can't. Cheering swimming is a different sort of thing.
There's
It's humid.
religious
It's hot.
discrimination
It's just
going on all,
everywhere.
all realms, right? Because you got the Catholic schools, you got Christian schools,
Right.
and they
Jesus isn't
yeah,
real.
show us your Bible, show us. Your
Yeah, it's
Right,
fucking
right,
crazy.
right? Am I right?
Everyone's got their chants. You have the army. There'll be one bloke out the front leading the army. Everyone has to learn their own chants. You get sent the scripts. Like, you have to physically learn these chants before you go there. Blokes will bring drums. Blokes will bring vuvuzelas. It's fucking crazy.
Does it have the everywhere we go?
Yep, there's some
that
of them.
one. That's
Yep.
a classic.
That's a classic one of them.
swim meet chant.
There is like, and the smell of being at an aquatic centre, just steamy, misty chlorine. It's just fucking awesome. And I'm pretty
I'll
sure they
pay
had an
it.
Olympics or like a Commonwealth
I'll
Games or something.
pay it. I'll
Yeah,
absolutely pay
that
it.
is a fucking winner.
Well done.
Number 2, this one's just easy.
That's outrageous.
This is an easy one.
Wow, it's number 2.
This is such an easy one. Number 2, the MCG with, I think the most that I don't know what had more, the West Coast Grand Final or the Bulldogs Grand Final. I've been to 2 or 3, but like I've had one where there was 100,000 there, and it was it's just insane. Like the place when when you hear the national anthem stop, and then that roar from the crowd when the national anthem finishes, when the siren goes and everyone's running out there, it's like it fills your whole body with goosebumps, and it's just exceptional. There is no, I mean, I've never played on there. I imagine it was pretty cool, but there is no better place in Australia to sit and watch a game of sport than at the MCG. Boxing Day Test,
Yeah.
Grand Final, Dreamtime at the G, Anzac Day. Any of these big occasions in that stadium is just off the charts.
Can't fault it. I
Did
remember
15 or 18 sound louder?
15, but like 18 was louder, but 15
15's
felt
your first
louder.
one.
Yeah, right.
And you were
15
getting
I
smacked.
remember I remember doing high knees in the goal square for the Hawthorn game. One, I felt like it was like 70 degrees. Like I felt like I'd been sitting in a sauna for 4 days and like couldn't breathe. But I remember the noise in the 15 one. So 18, I was better prepared for it, I think, because I was just like blocking it out. 15, I remember specifically thinking like, fuck me, it's loud. And there was no one cheering. It was just the noise of the crowd. Like we were just warming up. Like no one's clapping or yelling or anything. And I heard how loud it was. Like the noise of 100,000 people talking. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? And that did not go well that day. That was not fun out there.
No, that was not a bad
But I can't fault it, MCG.
So far, we're up to, that's number 2.
Right.
Number 1's my international.
Yes.
The best sporting venue I have ever been to live was in the sunny state of Arizona at Mount America Stadium for the Arizona State Sun Devils. Have a look at this joint. Cut into the side of a mountain.
Holy shit.
In the middle of fucking Arizona. That stadium holds 100,000 for a college game of football. Me and the reigning JBS medalist Jack Buckley went there.
Did you?
And we were in that crowd of 100,000 watching the Arizona State Sun Devils versus the Utah Utes. The Sun Devils got up in a thriller. We were walking through there. I think we were 19 at the time. Can't drink there. Who cares? Pull up to a tailgate, meet a couple of random people, have a few beers and some burgers and some hot dogs. Get in there. You're drinking Cokes the size of buckets. You are eating hot dogs that are 16 times the size of me, and you are living it up. 100,000 there. They've got all the chance in the world going. The hardest working people on the planet, for mine, are the band members at a college sporting event.
Yep.
The bloke on the tuba is non-stop for
Dancing
4 straight hours. Anyway, so we're out there watching it, and at halftime, so like it's just nuts. At halftime, they've got the fanfare of like all the cheerleaders come out. They've got this massive marching band, and they make like a person that's doing stuff in the middle of the ground. We were lucky enough, they probably do this at every sporting event in America, that one of the cheerleaders had a returning troop that came home to propose to them, and that she didn't know about. And that surprised the hell out of her.
They do that every day.
They must do, because you see it all the time. But like she was doing a routine or whatever, and you can see in the camera this military guy in his full kit. The crowd is up, fucking saluting the troops, going nuts. Bro. And like he drops on her knee, she turns around, she starts crying. Everyone's USA, USA, USA. It was just unbelievable. That, and they fireworks coming out from the fucking mountain. The Arizona State Sun Devil Stadium, America Mountain Stadium, is the best sporting venue that I've ever watched an event at live. And that's my top 5.
Very
Bloody
good.
Brilliant, Hammer.
Whew.
Bloody brilliant stuff.
Tell me what you think on YouTube. What's your favourite sporting venue?
Someone said
like
Green Packers Stadium for the Cheers, the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, that's good.
I've seen that on the TV. It looks insane. The people wearing the cheese helmets.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very, very
Beachboro represent. People love Bass and Dean.
Yeah, mate, I'm telling you, it's a
Really
fucking
love
cracking
Bass and
spot to
Dean.
watch the footy.
I'm trying to find something for the BackChat back page. I saw something before.
What was it about?
Here it is. Can you play the BackChat back page intro, please?
Here we go.
Yes, welcome to the BackChat back page, where we bring you the articles and things you may not know you needed to see, but you're going to hear about them anyway. And I've only got a title for you today. No article, just a title. And it comes along with a picture of a man who lost his Olympic dream over the weekend. Not because of his training regime, not because of his talent, but because of his dick. Man loses gold medal because of his penis. That is the title of the article.
Fuck yeah.
Have you seen what I'm talking about,
I have
boys?
seen it.
Oh, yeah.
It is a whomper. It is. If you're going to lose a gold medal anyway, you would want it to be known across the world that you missed out on a gold because you've got a massive cock.
The dredger.
The dredger was out there. He didn't even need the pole. He could have just got hard and jumped off
If you
that.
don't know what we're talking about, we can't play it because we get banned from every social media on YouTube ever because you can't play the Olympics. But this Italian man jumped in the pole vault, got himself over, no worries. Like, he was clear, thanks for coming, easy done, easy as you like. And his cock and balls got stuck on and it ripped off the pole.
And it was massive too. Like, it looked like a girthy and chunky motherfucker. Like, I'm talking, those, the sort of slabs of spam that you give to a dog. That's what that looked like. Just fucking foot long sitting in there and just Off you go.
And that is the
Jeepers.
backchat.
I just did some Googling when I was trying to remember the kid's name.
Of what?
At the Arizona State Sun Devils. Nikhil Harry. He's a Minnesota Viking. He's a tight end of the Vikings now.
I didn't know that.
Nikhil Harry. He was a gun and he scored 2 touchdowns that day. And the crowd went fucking nuts. I think he was picked top 10 or something in the draft. He was a star, that kid. Anyway.
Wow. Sorry.
I thought you were a Viking.
I am a Viking and I don't know who it is.
Fair enough.
Man.
What are you laughing at?
I'm just Hammer just gets off a leash and
Talks about cock
you,
and ball.
you think like the sentence is going to be over in a second, then it just like it keeps going. It's good.
About the spam cock.
Oh yeah, about the dredger.
Yeah.
Can we just read one more email before we
you
wrap
can.
up?
Highly read it.
Highly read it. This is from just says Sharon. Regards, Sharon. G'day, dredgers and Dan. I'd just like to set the scene for you. It's cold. Perth winter's night. There's a scent in the air. It smells almost like Friday night football at Optus, and it is.
Wow.
The West Coast Eagles have been brewing up something special. Jared Schofield at the helm, desperate to make his mark. He sends the boy down back. He's got gas in the tank from the half-back flank. He's the boy, Jinby. My glorious king stood tall when no one else could. Big Harry Edwards, nowhere to be sighted after his Dow defensive maneuvers rendered him concussed.
Gone.
The boy is whipped out a lazy 8 intercept possessions. 8. That's fucked. The lid's off. Also, a little mention to the loosh. The nickname's caught on. I was screaming it, and I heard a few others getting around it.
Saw a
I
few
think
loosh
he knows he is the Fevolution, and oh my god, he is thriving off of it. Anyways, lads, enough from me. Welcome back, part-timer Dan. Scully and Hammer, stay humble out there. Peace, fellas. Regards, Sharon.
Yeah,
Thanks, Sharon.
Really good.
I like the nod to Tools Down, Dan.
I rolled the loosh out on the commentary, and I didn't roll any of the words out. I said
Oh
I
yeah,
would.
we forgot to check on that.
I just wasn't up for it, gotta be honest. But I did roll out a big loosh as he was kicking the goal. Yes, the loosh. Yeah, it was very
What was it like being in there by yourself?
Yeah, it was random. Yeah, it was fine. The boys were great. Cam Mooney, loved working with him, and Dwayne Russell, good commentator. It was kind of weird. Yeah. Here we go. What's this? What's happening here?
Oh, just some boy.
Oh, the boy. Wow, Ruben Jimby, you're an absolute man. Look at this.
He's so
is he
quick.
playing the forward line? No, he's just leaving his man on the ball.
Yeah, he's just gone. Mac Andrew, what are you doing?
Mac Andrew's stuck in the middle of the ground. Look at him.
Oh, spoilers the mark. We love it.
Wow. Oh, Brady Hoffett. Oh, he's my new favourite. Oh, my God.
That would hurt. Not enough.
Nah, it didn't hurt
Gone.
him.
Look at the mullet on him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
He
we
is a
love
star.
the boy.
Okay. We like him a lot.
So he lives down back.
Gotta be back.
Surely
He's
he doesn't
backman.
get put in the middle.
He's a
now.
backman.
Great.
Hey, we asked for some fines, and I like the fact that the people responded.
Yeah, we got two.
backchatpodcast.com.au. I'd like to hear more venting as well. I know fine. We've sort of we've lost our way a bit with the fines, but that's okay. Just get involved with the show. If you want your voice to be heard on the BackChat podcast, you can do it. backchatpodcast.com.au/fines. You hit a button. It's like leaving an audio message. Dan loves sending them. You just do that. You send it to us, and we'll play it on the pod. And we've had a couple of good ones, I believe.
Yeah.
Can we
Thanks to West
can
End
we hit
Plumbing,
them?
of course.
Yeah, West End Plumbing. Thank you very much.
If you shit, they'll fix it.
Hey fellas and Dan, Shavi Tapyas here. Just some thoughts and a fine for the AFL for scheduling all of the matches simultaneously.
Yep.
Stop bowing down to the broadcasters so much and having one game for everyone in Victoria and one game for one of the other states, and then stuffing us all around by not delaying them so that we can watch more than one game of footy at a time.
I agree.
It's a real dick move. $5.
$5.
Oh, and $1 to me for taking this fact from a different podcast and just regurgitating it here.
Fair enough.
Shovey out.
Sharvy out.
Sharvy out.
Sharvy, $5. Yeah, I like it. I don't know why we don't do Thursday night footy anymore. You've stripped me AFL
Of the one night of the week.
that I can watch football and have a beer and watch and enjoy it without having to work on it and talk shit about it. And you've stripped it from me. And I don't think it's a Victorian thing. It's an AFL
But
thing
you know
in
what?
general.
You know what they're fixing instead? Wild card round. Bringing that in, apparently. Apparently that's happening. Locked in.
G'day, fellas. And down tools, Dan.
Wow.
Welcome.
Seymour Butts here with a $2 fine. Just fining you boys with the backman bet, courtesy of TABtouch.
Yes.
Of course, thank you.
Good friends.
Now, boys, I've not bet every single week. I won't lie. It's been pretty average this year. I might have jumped on one or two.
I remember we won 2.
But after you guys got Hamish to come in with his JBS system and you actually won, I thought, fuck it. I'm getting on.
Yeah, we've lost.
Got on and it lost.
Yeah, it did.
Now, I thought that would have been it. I thought you guys would have went, hey, we've won. Let's do the old Hamish Brayshaw 1 for 1 and mutually part ways. So just a $2 fine, boys. If I could just get my money back, that would be absolutely great. That's it. Cheers, fellas.
How about we
Donate
win
that
it
to
back?
charity. Yeah,
How
we'll
about we
win it
win it
back.
back for you? How about we win it back for you?
Yeah, I don't think it always chase your losses. That's what I'm think is their motto.
Oh, gee.
No, you win some, you lose more.
Like, that's it. Isn't
Unless you win.
it?
So who have we got this?
You're always one.
There might be, if we could just have a quick look at the game.
Don't listen to
Millions.
Don't ever listen to us. Don't listen to us.
So Sydney Collingwood, Brisbane Giants, North Eagles, Dockers Cats, Essendon Suns.
What are you saying this
Melbourne
for?
Port. I think we should just pick a game right based on.
Right. You're throwing names at me that.
Oh, so we're disregarding the JBS here, are we? We're just going. You're going to pick.
How do you usually do it? You put
Well,
through a system
Dan's
and
been
then
in
it
America. Just
spits
remember,
out-
Dan's been in America. No, I fucking deal what's happening.
and it spits out a name.
Mate,
right?
what I do is I calculate the JBS score for the entire the upside down T.
Yep.
Which is back pocket, full back pocket, centre half back,
Yeah, great.
and calculate their JBS.
Okay, cool. So that will give us the team.
That gives us the team every
Alright.
week. Yeah.
That's fine.
Anything else to cover off on today's show?
Um,
Pav's not there.
Pav's not there.
Pav,
I'm looking for Pav.
where are you, Pav?
Pavlich.
He's he's busy over there with his croissants and
good.
whatnot and
Yeah.
following the Olympics. Tonight there's goal. Curtis Marshall has a chance at
Kurt.
going for goal.
Is he final? Is Povov final one?
Yeah.
You sure it's not just the heats?
No, it was the heats yesterday.
He's already into the final, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Nina Kennedy's heats on.
So Nina's heating
could be,
today.
Yeah, could be
I'm
happening.
just
Do we
saying.
know if Celeste has run yet? Jax?
Nina's jumped 440, and she is she's passing at the moment. She's 440.
it's too easy
I
for
think
her.
she's in the final. She's already in the final.
Does did GWS play Brisbane this week? Is that this week?
Dan's reeling out names, are you?
GWS.
Yeah, it does. This is Celeste is running. She's running this week.
Oh,
Jack
because this is the
Buckley's
one
Jack
you
Buckley's,
wanted.
yep. This is
Is
one that
he-
he wanted to head off and go for. He's not going.
If she's running this week, of course she's running this week.
Yeah,
the
it's the
Olympics.
last week of the Olympics, yeah.
The athletics.
I thought she'd already done, but it was Wednesday this week.
Hey, who won the tipping?
Last thing for you. Same old.
Yeah.
Jake G wins the tipping.
What do you mean, same old, same old?
That's the name of his tipping name.
Oh,
Got 9.
that's a fucking good effort to get 9.
29 off the margin. There was 1, 2, 3 people that got 9.
That's
But
crazy.
he just
good.
won on margin's sake. The guy who came second, Clayton, is third in the
Overall.
in
Who's
the
overall winning it?
overall?
Let's have a look.
So that's $250 voucher to the Alfred. Congratulations, Jake.
all rounds. Here we go. Rank Jinby and Juice,
You're kidding.
Oh, there you go.
who got 7 last week. Bit rough. Second, Webby G, and third, Clayton B.
We'll have to start calling them because it'll start wrapping up quicker than we
So,
know. 3
yeah.
weeks to go.
3 weeks to go.
So
yeah.
third place, fourth
What's the
place is on
margin?
122. First place is on 124.
Oh, it's close.
Wow.
So
So
it's very close.
anyone can win it.
It's real tight.
And
We
really,
should call
like,
them next week.
Other than us, we can't win.
fifth through 9th is on 121. So it is still very close.
We
and
bloody
very
love it.
gettable.
We'll give them a call over the next few weeks. Hey, boys, I reckon we're done.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
forgot you have training on Mondays. Have you hurt yourself?
Yeah, I have hurt myself.
Oh yeah, you're still here. Great.
What have you done?
Don't know yet. Get a scan tonight.
Ankle?
Middle of my foot.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it's hurting.
I saw you at the bottom of the stat sheet and I was like, hang on. One goal and two kicks, 8 handballs. Wouldn't have thought so.
Yep. Just 1 goal, 10 handballs.
When did you hurt
10
yourself?
touches, 5 minutes into the second quarter.
So you're on.
I was sizzling, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
so
not
on.
sizzling. I'd got it. I was feeling good. And then, and then hurt
Dang.
myself. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Keep you updated. Thanks to our good friends at Shelter Brewing Co.
Yeah.
Whippersnapper Whisky, at Camera Electronic, at Leadville Hotel, at Mamba Digital, of course, powered by Paywise
Paywise,
this
yeah.
season. ID Athletic.
Yeah.
A big shout out to ID
Huge.
Athletic.
Massive
The biggest
shout out.
Shouts.
The bloody
The
you know,
second biggest behind Paywise, but a massive shout out nonetheless.
You know that we bring the guest interviews to you by ID Athletic. Well, Pav shit the bed. A little bit like Gold Coast did on the weekend.
Yeah, a lot like what
A
Gold
little
Coast
bit
did.
like Freo did on the weekend. A little bit like Adelaide did on the weekend. That's Matthew Pavlich.
You know what?
Bit of
I
gov.
actually thought about ID Athletic on the weekend because I had to go and do my shopping, and I thought, as in like grocery shopping, and I thought, geez, why can't I just go to ID Athletic for this? And then I had to get my hair cut the week before. I was like, ID Athletic could do that because they do everything.
Everything.
correct.
Anything you need, they do it.
IDAthletic.com for anything you need. Thank you to all our sponsors, our partners, and thank you for being with us while I've lost my laptop.
Yeah, vote tomorrow whether or not I go back to do the Jack Buckley.
That's a good point.